The first game, Elves against Men of the West on the beautiful map Forts of Isen 2, which is the first time we see this on this channel, Kappa. I mean, that's definitely not the truth, because the truth is, unfortunately, I believe we have seen a million games, and if not more than that, on this map. We have the yellow Men of the West player, Keith Pats, on the left side, against the red Elven player, Son Goku, on the right side. So unfortunately, the colors are not matching with the scoreboard. I will try to fix that for the upcoming game, so it is how it is. 2 Malone trees coming up for the Elven player, Son Goku. We see 2 farms coming up for the Men of the West player, Keith Pats. So Men of the West against Elves. Would that potentially mean that we might get the chance to see actually Aragorn against Legolas? Potentially. I would rather love to see Gandalf though. Because if you guys haven't seen this yet, in Battle for Middle-earth 2 on this patch, which is the patch 1.09 version 2.0, the Word of Power animation from Gandalf is looking sick. Like, it looks amazing. 2 Malone trees, barracks into the 3rd Malone tree coming up. That's the build order from the Elven player Son Goku. You have 2 farms, 3 farms, and I believe a stable opening. So we will see some Gondor knights early on. Men are weak. But what does New Galadriel do? I mean, it's hard to explain. Like, it's not like she's doing only one thing. Because in Rise of the Witch King, she has almost no abilities, right? In BFME 2, she has multiple abilities. She can call on the eagles, multiple eagle summon. She can use Word of Power, Nenya, this, that. Like, it's absolute fiesta. It's a massacre when she's actually being recruited. She's extremely powerful. And she can single-handedly carry you to the victory. That's how busted they are. I mean, they are named as Galadriel and Sauron, but they are more like, you know, Manwë and Melkor, actually, in the game. At least in Battle for Middle-earth 2. The stable for the Gondor Knights, I believe he might also go for the level 2, but that's gonna just cost him lots of time. That's why Gondor Knights are the better choice for 80 command points and 550 resources. We have some Lorien warriors, but unfortunately for Son Goku, the Elven player, they will be running into the Gondor Knights and trample down. Remember, BFME 2 is working on like a hard counter system. That means there is no world in which one sportman can ever beat a Gondor Knight or any Lancer, any Rider. But the same is also the other way around. Any pikeman can always beat any cavalry unit. And even mounted heroes like Nazguls, they will get one-shotted if they should be running anytime soon into one single pikeman.
Spears up!
Yeah, you see that? They are even buffed, by the way, with the... I mean, to be honest, Rallying Call doesn't give any armor, but still. Like, it's a slaughter. Like, there is no chance, no counterplay. Look, the Gondor Knights are taking barely any damage, even though they are not buffed, and the Lorien warriors are buffed. And you also need to keep in mind that Lorien warriors are one of the more expensive swordsmen in the game. Seeing that, obviously, forces Son Goku to go for a transition into the pikemen to be able to get some counter units to the Gondor Knights. So rock, paper, scissors. You wanna counter that? So build the counter unit. That's how the games are designed. The only exception to this rule is actually Battle for Middle-earth 1. And the only general exception to this rule are the heroes. That's what makes actually Battle for Middle-earth stand out from all the other RTS games. Because in other RTS games, you have always this principle of rock, paper, scissors. But in BFME, your heroes having a huge impact, which actually makes the Battle for Middle-earth games to the most unique RTS games ever. And I love that.
To the forest.
It's one of the best, if not the best RTS games actually existing in the market. Unfortunately, it doesn't get the love and the respect it deserves. He's creeping, but Gondor soldiers are just in time. They will be crushing those pikemen. In no time, Gondor Knights are still alive. They are doing great amount of work. Lorien warriors can more... Yeah, true. They care more about their hairs than about fighting. Gondor Knights, they are looking really, really, brave man of Gondor. But the Rohirrim are better. So if you choose to go for a stable level 2, you will get the chance to recruit the Rohirrim, which can also use the bow. So you can always, when there are too many pikemen, you can keep the distance and shoot from a safe range. Human Wood will be placed from the Man of the West player. What Human Wood does in BFME 2, it will grant you 35% increased armor. Long story short, it will make your units more beefy, more stronger, more tanky. Okay, lances, beautiful, but they are using the hold ground stance plus the armor buff from the Human Wood. And also I believe the Rivendell lances are not the best cavalry units in the game. and the barracks is going down. One thing I can never get used to, and that's my personal thing, is how insanely weak the buildings are. That's something I cannot understand. I mean, I cannot get used to it. I'm sure there is like a reasonable thing about that. There is a reason why this is a thing, but I don't understand the reasoning. Like, what is so good when your building is getting smashed in a second? Like your barracks, which should be a tanky building, will be crushed in like 2 seconds against your Gondor Knights or the Tower Guards. Okay, there are no pikemen around, but here's the offensive barracks in the middle of the map. That means he will be able to recruit the Tower Guards in no time. Enumara, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Truth, in the books, dwarves call Tranduil Khaleesi. Alright, Tower Guards now to counter. And of course, Keithbad, the more experienced BFME 2 player, should come ahead. By the way, Inumara, man, congrats on your victory. You was playing really, really well against Ave, and congrats on moving on to the semi-finals as the very first player. Good job. True, we need to reduce the Fisher HP to 1000 only way. I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys like it, but for me personally, I was streaming, as you guys know, for many years, Rise of the Witch King exclusively, and when you compare these games with each other, you feel like that the punishment system in BFME 2 is much bigger. Like, one single mistake of yours and the commitment on this is kind of insane. Like, you don't pay attention for a single mineshaft and 2 pikemen of dwarves and 1 guardian, they can literally take down all your resource buildings and production buildings in like 10 seconds. And there is little to nothing you can do about that. Delay, we have like 20 seconds delay in the stream. I mean, I didn't mean to actually stream tournament games today. I was streaming my own gameplay at the beginning. So for that reason, we have actually almost no delay. But normally, I'm putting delay, as you guys know. Especially for the tournament games. I appreciate that so very much. I would be worried to let others down if I wasn't able to make my... Okay. Yeah, definitely, Nikki. No problem. I mean, it's about you, of course. Like, I just wanted to let you know, maybe you have time. Maybe you are interested into that. But of course, time is important. So if you have no time, you can, spare for this. It's okay. So I'm counting on you in this case on the next tournament. Been watching YouTube for a long time, but now the stream to him and Pro Slice. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, today we were actually playing the 1v7 Pro Slice against me as Gondor against 7 hard Mordors on the new patch. It was at some point like 21 Nazguls were flying around the base, It was pretty funny. I don't know if you actually was able to see that or not. And now we actually jumped back to the BFME 2 because there is currently a tournament going on, the Wormtongue tournament. We are in the losers bracket right now between Keithbad and Son Goku. And that's the second game. The first game was won by Keithbad from Turkey. Snowblick. Thanks for the follow, Snowblick. Appreciate that. It was so funny, like 21 Nazguls. I don't know if anybody was actually clipping there, but it was hilarious. We have a Goblin Keith into the second Goblin Keith coming up from Son Goku. On the other side, we have a Troll start opening. So we have a Troll cage, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see the attack Trolls, I think they are quite nice. Next time I should be more prepared. All right, Nikki. Afia Kafik, thanks for the follow. I hope I was pronouncing your name correctly, man. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for tuning in. And welcome. We have a Mountain Troll, ladies and gentlemen. And also, Sisoni96. Thank you so much, Sisoni. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching. Really means a lot to me. Thank you for not leaving us alone. Because with your presence, everything is much greater. Appreciate that. And by the way, if you don't know, the Poison Blades is able to increase the damage also against the structures, unlike in Rise of the Witch King. That's, that's how it works in BFME 2 on this patch. The Troll is going to be on the field, but a little bit too late to not be able to save this one. The slaughterhouse here might be also found. There is an offensive tunnel coming up from the Goblin player at the bottom right side. Oh, the Goblin. What can the Goblin do against such a reckless hit? And the Troll is also able to trample. He's trying to make it to the slaughterhouse. It might be a little bit too late. Aggressive stance plus Poison Blades, and the slaughterhouse has been slain. That's very good start actually into the game number 2 from the Goblin player. And look at that, he's pressuring now the one right in front of the Troll cage. If he can take this down, it would be one of the best starts ever for Goblin player Son Goku, and that's quite needed because he's already 1-0 behind. Come together, Goblins. However, they are of course quite mobile, they are fast, but they are also having low armor. That means they will be slain in no time. However, they have also the hordes bonus. That means when gathered in numbers of 100 or more, they will be dealing passively 33% more damage and moving 25% faster. And most people are underestimating that. Like the effect of that is actually busted. Like you deal 33% more damage, and that's a horde bonus leadership, which means it can always stack. You can use it with Warchan together for like almost 100% more damage. Oh, the trolls. But the trolls with the pikes in their hands. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. By the way, this pikemen, they are supposed to be a counter to these mountain trolls. That's crazy. I think the only thing the Goblin player can do at this stage of the game is getting many of these Goblin archers. They are resistant to trample, by the way. It looks like they are actually great against Gondanites and Rohirrim. But, you know, the more trolls are going to be on the field for Mordor, the more difficult it's going to become for the Goblin player to deal any kind of damage to his economy. And on top of that, the trolls are not only defenders, they are also attackers. They can also put a lot of pressure on you and take down your buildings. Okay, like troll civil war. Okay, chat, which one do you prefer more, the cave troll, this one, or the mountain troll? Which one do you think is stronger, first of all, and also which one would you like to be? If you have to be a troll in your life, you need to choose between cave troll and mountain troll. Which one would you be? I would like to be the cave troll. The cave troll, you know, he's like doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? He has no master, he's just doing his own thing. He has a home, he's just trying to protect his home, you know, only attacking you when you try to kind of threat him. So he's just doing his own thing, but he's unlucky in this situation. Like, he's actually not being able to fight. He's being knocked down on the ground all the time. Cave troll all the way. Yeah, me too. Cave troll. Awesome. Big boy wants to be a mountain troll, I see. Okay, I mean, that's unfortunate because with the range of the tree, what the tree gives you, you actually are able to outrange this pikeman. And with the tree, you have also the splash damage, which means you get the chance to hit multiple units from a far distance. Oh, but holy moly, from downtown. The poison arrows. And one of the mountain trolls has been slain. The thing is that goblins have 600 command points against the Mordor 400. And I believe he has only one, no, he has two trolls. This one is badly damaged, but luckily he's level 2, which means he will have the sustain over time. But can he deal with this attack? More of these pikemen are coming. And remember, they are also great against production buildings. And he has no orc pit yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has no orc pit, no counter, no neutral counter to the pikes. When you trample them, you will die. You gotta be careful to not that. Oh, okay. I think that's it. If he loses the troll, it's gonna be over, because he has no more units on the field beside this troll, right? Yeah, he has two trolls. He has one more somewhere else. Like, there is one more, and now he has a third troll on the field. He has a Nazgul, never mind. What can Nazgul do against such a reckless seed? You see the damage against a troll cage? That's crazy. If you're a good mountain troll, they might give you armor and a club. No, but when you're a cave troll, if you're a good cave troll, you can actually bring a girl to your home. Inside this one, you can hit her like a truck. Trust me on that one. There is dark inside, my friend. The girl troll is gonna be scared. She's gonna be like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. And you will say, don't worry, I will hit you like a truck. And she's gonna be like, oh my goodness. The trolls are running wild. They are leveled 4 and 3, but they are badly damaged. They can't do nothing. I see your point. Dude, I know, you know, that is the reason why I want to have this cave. I don't want to be a troll, but I want to have this cave. You know what I'm saying? There is only place for 2. Another troll cage is coming up, but Mordor is refusing to actually go for anything stronger. Smart move from the Mordor player to get dismounted, to be more resistant against the pikeman. That's very important. And there is an offensive fissure coming up from the Goblin player Son Goku. He doesn't want to waste any time. He want to actually go ham. It's so dark in the cave that you might hit the wrong hole, but it doesn't matter. You still have... Yeah, true, you know? She needs to be worried about this, not me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, be careful. Actually, the pikes are dealing also a lot of damage to the Nazgul, but nearly not as much as they would when the Nazgul would be mounted. I wonder if the female cave troll has a beard, just like dwarven woman. I mean, not even the male trolls have beards, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like... I've not seen a troll beard. Look at how cute this guy is looking like, look at them. Like, they have no beards either, you know? That would be kind of cringe if you have like... If the male troll has no beard, but female troll has the beard. Goblin archers. Here's your level 1, level 2 now. It has to be level 3. And that's the first time Son Goku actually picks a power point. Nah, that's the Mordor player picking up a power point finally. The Tainted Land. And the Nazgul is level, what, 3? Has the debuff. He has to get dismounted once again. Smart move from Son Goku, getting many counters. No, that's a debuff from the Nazgul. Boom, boom. The trolls are, but they are taking too much damage from the trample. They are being surrounded. They are committing too much. Hit. Looks like one of them is going to be able to get away, but one of them has been unfortunately taken down. And the second one is going down as well. The Nazgul. What can Nazgul do against so many units at the same time? The answer is absolutely nothing, and he is forced to disengage. The future level 3 is incoming. That's going to give the Goblin player Son Goku the chance to recruit some mountain trolls, the siege weapons from the Goblin faction. All he needs to do is keep this protected. Didn't work. GG, GG indeed. And that's the first victory for Son Goku in the best of 5. So we have the yellow Isengard player, Son Goku at the right side, against the blue Man of the West player, Cave Bats on the left side. That's the first tiebreaker in the best of 5. 2 farms, and we will have 2 furnaces coming up for Isengard. So furnaces, and I keep repeating myself, but just in case you missed other streams, is one of the most squishiest buildings in the game. Means that if the Gondor player, or the Man of the West player rather, gets every chance to touch them, they will be gunners in like 2 seconds. That's why, especially early on, Isengard has to play a bit more carefully. Once you reach the mid to late game with Industry, with the Devastation, with Field of Fires, I believe Isengard is going to be the faction with lots of possibilities to boost your eco. However, early on, it's a bit more dangerous. Shanks, have you seen the map I made? Nope, I haven't. Let's go. 2 furnaces, 3 furnaces, 4 furnaces for Son Goku. And we see 2 farms, barracks, 3rd farm. And into the mighty soldiers of Gondor. They are the warriors, the brave warriors of the White City. Beyondstandards and Uruk Pit is coming up. So one of the differences you can notice at the beginning of the game in BFME 2 gameplay in compared to the Rise of the Witch King gameplay is the placement of the resource building. That's like a very obvious change. You see that? So the placement in Rise of the Witch King normally is like you want to place them in 97% or higher to get 25 resources. That's the maximum you can get from a level 1 resource building. However, that's not the same thing in BFME 2. In BFME 2, it's about placement of security. So you want to make sure that you have a better protection. Because, again, your buildings are much squishier than the buildings in Rise of the Witch King. Builder is moving on, and we will have first of all the crossbowman. That's a good choice from the Isengard player. I like that, because with them he might get the chance to defend himself. First time joining the stream, having a great time, my dude. Hey man, Jobsy, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Really means a lot to me. Thank you. I mean, you missed the BFME 1 stream. I was actually playing a couple of multiplayer matches and also the 1v7, me against 7 Mordors, but now we have switched to BFME 2 tournament. There is a tournament going on right now for 100 bucks, and that's the losers bracket. The score is 1-1. We have seen 2 good games so far, and let's see who will get the chance to get ahead in the best of 5. Smart move here from the Man of the West player splitting. He knows the crossbowmen are gonna just keep chasing those soldiers. They have to. In a situation like that, what you can do and what you should be doing is bombard. Bombard them. This way you don't need to get around the structure. And you see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, even a small group of soldiers, which were badly damaged, can still take down the furnace in literally no time. And he lost already 2 of the starting furnaces. That is painful. That is painful. The stable is coming up into level 2. I mean, the tournament is open for everybody. Everybody. Why has the furnace less health than a farm? I mean, that's a question I cannot answer, unfortunately. I don't know. Maybe that's like the balanced understanding of the developers of the patch 1.09 version 2.0. Like, I also don't understand like that this furnace has 1080 health and a Malon tree has 1040 health and a tunnel has 1000 health. Like the 40 HP differential, I don't understand either. But I'm sure there is a reason behind that. So looks like Isengard player is creeping the cave troll. Leave him alone, man. He did nothing to you. Leave him. That's so funny. Look this. You know, there is like a pony and cow and goat. Like, what are these 3 animals? They have nothing common with each other. That's illegal, by the way. You can't put cow and goat. That's not possible. Don't do that. Do you think it's balanced at the moment, like for example between Isengard and Man? I mean, I believe at this point it's much more about the experience level of the players, right? Depends. I mean, of course, for me personally, yes, it's balanced. Man of the West player can win this, or Man of the West faction can win this. Isengard faction can win this too. Mike, thanks for the follow, Mike. Appreciate that. Welcome. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Nope, Max, unfortunately that's not possible because we are having a set map pool for the tournament and we cannot switch that in the middle of the tournament. That's not possible, but maybe for the next one. Shanks, you know, barely means little or almost nothing in offense. Just helping. What? I mean, I personally, I don't know the reasoning. I'm telling you guys. Like, it's not like I don't try to find a reason which is not the case. I don't know the reason why a furnace has only 1000 health, 80 health, and a farm has like 2000 health. That's something I told you I cannot answer that. I'm not in the developer team. You know, it's not like my choice. If you ask me that about BFME 1, yeah, I can answer you because I have much greater experience there. Beautiful trample is incoming. With the Rohirrim, nice one, avoiding the pikemen, that's very important. Tower guards are taking care of the Isengard pikemen. Isengard pikemen are extremely important, you know, expensive, but also the Uruk pit has been taken down. That means the second the pikes are gone and he has only 2 battalions of these, the Rohirrim can do whatever they want. War Riders, they are looking to trample the soldiers. That's good one from Son Goku. In the meantime, there is 1 pikeman which was able to sneak through. Let's see how much damage he will be able to deal in return. How is it going? Hey man, tell me why. Welcome. It's going good, my friend. Thank you for asking. We are in the game number 3 in the best of 5, the first series in the losers bracket between Man of the West and Isengard, Keith Bats against Son Goku. And so far we have 550 command points for Isengard and 500 command points for Man. 8 power points collected for the Man of the West player, and for the Isengard player we have 7 power points collected. It looks even. But the Isengard player lost the Uruk pit, which is painful. That means in the meantime he won't be able to recruit any more units. However, I like the sneaky little furnaces he's building up. That's very important. So resource buildings in BFME 2 and in Rise of the Witch King are actually having double effect. They give you first money and second command points. And in BFME 2 they give you even more command points. So a level 1 gives you only 50, but a level 2 gives you 100. So, and level 3 is gonna give you 175. Which is a lot. Like, long story short, if you have like what 5 or 6 level 3 furnaces, you are already at maximum amount of command points, which is 1000. Or the Lord is on the field, he will be able to see the offensive barracks, but can he do something about that? I don't think so. The pressure is real. Isengard player has to find a solution to this problem. He has not many units on the field anymore that can fight this Man of the West army back. And maybe a Siege Works could be nice for Man of the West player, you know? Like, he might go for the Siege Works and workshop radar for the Gauntlet Trebuchet. He will be able to find these furnaces, but it looks like he doesn't want to take care of these. Oh, be careful with the Rohirrim. Alright, he's paying attention. Hey, don't you think that Rise of the Witch King has a better balance than BFME 2? I don't think it's better or worse. It's different. It's about your preference, you know? That's why what I'm always telling to everybody. Like many people are asking me also in Discord, yeah, which game is better? I don't know, man. It's up to you, you know? Like some people enjoy this kind of games in which you have more impact with the heroes, the graphics are looking better, the animations are much cleaner, and some people are looking for a game which is much easier to understand. And I can tell you from my personal perspective, Rise of the Witch King is much more like a beginner-friendly game because it's pretty straightforward. There is nothing complicated about this game. You know what I'm saying? There is only one buff, one leadership, one spell, and that's it. Like every faction has the same buff, same leadership, same spell. It means Aragorn gives you the same leadership like Theoden gives, for example, and they cannot stack. While in BFME 2, it's much more complex than that. So it's much more advanced, if you want to say so. Which also means you need to invest potentially much more time to learn BFME 2 in compared to the time you need to invest eventually to learn Rise of the Witch King. The fortress has been taken down, and Isengard has only... Yeah. Well, here's a... Okay, I like that. He wants to go for a sneaky attack, but Man of the West player is able to see that. That's a very sneaky little ram rush. I like that. We have the Dwarven player, the yellow Dwarven player Son Goku against the blue Elven player. Now, this faction. Hey man, I am always the best. You are always the best indeed. Thanks for 9 months. Thank you so much for the huge support to the channel. Means a lot to me. 9 months already.
You're always the best. Just resubscribed for 9 months. Ahoy.
Ahoy, my friends. Ahoy. Thanks. And Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat, by the way. We are still in January, so I can always say that. As long as it's January, it's still the beginning of the year. So watch this. A Malone 3 has 1040 health, right? A Mineshaft has 2700. So that's a very big difference. I can understand that. Like that's more than 2.5 times tankier. That is a difference you can feel in the game. That's what I'm trying to say. But a difference between this in a furnace with 40 more health, like this one has 1040, a furnace is 1080. That's, you cannot feel the difference. That's what I'm saying. From all the games I was able to see so far, and I was able to see many games. So Lorien Archer start from the Elven player, and on the other side we see the Hall of Warriors for the Mighty Guardians. Yeah, maybe it's about the armor set. I don't know about that. Maybe you're right. So we have Guardians on their way, and the builder is moving on for a potential offensive Mineshaft. That's the, you know, that's the way you want to play Dwarves. You wanna play more offensively. You want to put pressure on them. But then why don't all resource buildings have the same HP? I mean, I can understand that the Dwarven Mineshaft built with Dwarven skills has more HP. But every resource building has different HP. And regardless of their HP, they are just squishy, you know, that's what I'm just trying to say. Now, that sounds amazing, right? 2700 HP for a Mineshaft, that sounds crazily amazing, but it's still extremely squishy against sports. Like one Lorien Warrior, for example, can take down the Mineshaft. You will see. Now, that's a demonstration because he has the vision here, right? He's able to see the Mineshaft. So now, eventually with Rallying Call, 50% more damage. Again, keep in mind that this one has almost 3000 HP. I don't know if they will be fighting this. Rallying Call has been used offensively from Draw. He's actually killing a lot of Lorien warriors. That's pretty nice. The Malone 3 is gonna get demolished. Watch this. Once again, it's extremely tanky, but we don't even get the chance to see because Son Goku is demolishing that to get the money back. So now, when you see the Dwarven units touching, I mean, they should only just touch the Malone 3, and it's gonna fall in 1 second. No, 1 second. That's why everybody is demolishing that instantly. to get some sort of money back and to deny the opponent to get to level 2 and more power points, because level 2 for the Guardians is a good power spike. They will get the charge attack unlocked for additional speed and armor. So 2 Malone trees demolished, 1 mineshaft has been demolished. You will be able to see this mineshaft too. Cancel the mineshaft, maybe cancel it. And here you can see, yeah, it's tankier, right? You can feel the difference clearly in compared to like a furnace or a Malone tree. This Malone tree has been taken down. Indeed, actually, the Elven player lost all the starting Malone trees. That's pretty bad, but he was expanding also offensively. He was creeping the work layer. That's good. He was getting additional money and resources. So he has now 3 Malone trees at the bottom left side. And that's very good against dwarves. Like expanding unpredictable on unpredictable spots, if this makes sense, is actually very nice, because the way dwarven players are playing the game is like the focus, tunnel vision, focusing on your fortress and everything around your fortress. So the one easy way to outplay this potentially is building stuff on unexpected spots, meaning offensively. You have now pikemen. Pikemen are on the other side great against, for example, production buildings like barracks, stable, and so on. They don't deal too much damage to the resource buildings. And again, demolished in time to get half of the money back. You have Lorien archers and Lorien warriors moving on. Rallying call is available for the Elven player. It's not available for the Elven player. Oh, okay, that's a very, very early end mood, man. Extremely early end mood. I don't know if he can protect this. Does the Dwarven player see that? No, he has no clue. Nice camouflage, by the way. It's like in the middle of the forest, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever hosted a tournament where players start with more resources? Nope, ADC for Kevin. Nope, didn't do that. Because that would always benefit some certain factions. Remember, some certain factions have access to like cheap heroes, like for example Elvin, Elma, Arvin or something like this. While other factions like Dwarves, they have like expensive heroes, right? And those like archer heroes, for example Haldir, when you start with like 2000 and you recruit Haldir right off the bat, it would give Elven factions so much more value, so much more advantage, which makes it extremely hard to balance. That's why. Dwarves are pushing from the bottom side. End mood is up on the field, and the first end is already almost out. Okay, so base trade maybe? I don't know. Rallying call has been used defensively. Rallying call gives 50% damage and 25% combat experience for both the... Actually, the rallying call from Elves is better. It has different image and gives you more combat experience. 50 instead of 25 from Dwarves. So that's a big Dwarven army, but I believe he will be able to defend this with 3-4 archers now.
Battalion, ready for war!
Ready for more! The Ains are going to war. You need pikes to deal with that, by the way. Your Guardians are scared. They are kind of feared from this end. But pikes are coming. That's 800 if you lose that. 800 for a single end. That's a lot of cash. Now the big fight. Extroverts are throwing axes on the archers. They are good counter to the archers. They are, of course, lower ranged, but still. Didi, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. Hey Yoda, welcome. Nice to see you in the chat. How are you doing today? Who called for some Guardians? Nikki through. Okay, not the damage he was looking for, but at least he was able to defend, and he killed 2 Ents without them being able to do anything. So that's like in total over 2,000, so 1,600 for the Ents, and then also the End mood, over 2,000 resources was just kind of wasted. You know, that's a lot of money. You could have gone for a hero like Haldir or Glorfindel. So it's like this kind of mistakes can cost you the game. You need to be patient when it comes to win games, you know? Almost 8 power points collected for Dwarves, 550 command points available, 400 command points only for Elves, and 8 power points collected. Malon trees can be found and taken down. Now he has again so much money, I don't know, like Gloin is on the field, the first hero, that's good, level 2, don't feed him.
Building supplies are here.
Yeah, I was also surprised about that, to be honest. Like the end recruit time was kind of fast. But again, they are dying extremely quickly. So the ends in these games like BFME 2 and Rise of the Witch King are nothing to compare to with the ends of the BFME 1. They are like giants, you know what I'm saying? They are like extremely... Oh, one end was able to survive, the fat one. Like, this guy had like a rough pandemic phase, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was eating, sitting, but barely shitting. That's why he got fat like that. Like, the Ents are going to war. Chubby, tanky. Look at this picture here. He's skinny, but that's like a fake photo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the people, like girls or boys, they are, you know, using different or fake profile pictures to actually kind of beat the girls in. That's the boy, you know. That's like the proof. Even Ents are using fake profile pictures, guys. I'm telling you. This picture to this Ent, are you kidding me? What is this? That's very, very strange. Like your channel, but I mainly watch on YouTube in bed before sleep. Have a great evening, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It means a lot to me, man. Thank you, thank you.
It is likely.
Sitting, barely shooting.
Last march of the Ents. So we have, no, they are actually using either aggressive stance or normal battle stance, Nikki. That's the answer to your question. We have the Hobbit summoned from the Shire. The Ent is going to down. Oh, look at him, look at him. He's like, yeah, let's go, party time. Arrow volley is on cooldown now, and the army from Elves have been destroyed. It's 400 command points available for Elves and 650 for Dwarves. And actually Son Goku is playing a good one in this one. Pretty nice, pretty nice. 650. The Hobbits are still remaining on the field. The gang from the Shire, the Frodo Baggins, you know, the gang, the Hobbit gang. Samwise Gamgee, Marriott of Brandybuck, you know, celebrating. Like, what is this fiesta? Oh, but we have Lancers now to crash them into pieces. What can Hobbits do against Lancers, you know? The stable up on the field. The second Lancer is on his way. You know what I would love to see more, and there might potentially be a reason why we don't get the chance to see that, but the Mirkwood archers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are so extremely rare. Like, we have more Legolas we get to see, but then Mirkwood archers. Maybe they are bad in BFME too, but in Rise of the Witch King they are busted. Yeah, I'm trying to learn my senses better. I think there is like a thing, you know, when you attack with archers, like archers should always have aggressive stance unless you get trampled or unless you are in a melee fight, to maximize your DPS like that. So you deal more damage, but you become more, you know, squishy, which is okay because you keep your distance, right? The second you get trampled or the second you are in a melee fight, you want to use the whole ground stance to become more tanky. So it's pretty straightforward, I guess. There is no other reason. On heroes, they get also additional movement speed. So when you want to chase somebody, catch somebody, use aggressive stance. When you want to escape, when you want to survive a bit longer, when there is a spell being casted on you, when, for example, Gandalf is using Esterelite on your Aragorn or on Dragov or something, then you use hold ground stance to get less damage from the spell. So it's pretty straightforward. So Gloin is on the field. He's level 4 now. Has the Shake Foundation available, which means a great amount of damage to a structure, including the barracks. I believe the barracks might also be almost one-shotted. The Malone 3 level 1 is going down. This Malone 3 is level 1. This Malone 3 is level 1. So he has indeed not a single level 2 Malone 3. I want to see the damage. Shake Foundation.
We bring spears.
It's gonna use it on the stable, right? They have both the same HP. Let's see this. Boom, yeah, one shot, clean one shot. And you also get experience from it. So almost level 5. Remember, level 10 is a massive power spike. Level 10, sorry. For the Shattered Hammer, which also I believe can stun the army of the dead for 5 seconds, but does not kill them. So you can stun them, but he's trapped now. He's trapped, that's bad, and he will be definitely going down. There is no way of escaping that because, but nice, beautiful trample into the backline. He killed so many archers. This was really nice from Son Goku. And get away with the battle wagon too. Okay, it's not the best and also not the worst trade. It could be much better, it could be much worse. Gloin is not very expensive hero. You can revive him quite easily. So Landers, welcome. Thanks for your first message in the chat, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in also. 500 command points available. And 800 for Dwarves. Son Goku has clearly the advantage, and snowballing is, you know, something which is really good on the Dwarven faction. It's really effective. So arrow volley is coming in clutch, but they're running into it. They don't die. They don't die. That's, you know, that's for example an example when you should be using the old ground stance, Nikki. You see a damage incoming. So the best way is reduce the damage as much as you can with old ground stance. That's why he took almost no damage. But he has also the battle wagon for additional. That's actually only for damage. Okay, did he actually use heal? Nah, he has two battle wagons, one with heal. He has the heal one, right? And he has a I'm blind. He has a well there, that's why. You have Legolas on the field. Okay, Legolas. He might be in trouble here. Is he paying attention? Yes, he's paying attention. Legolas is a very strong hero, yes, but he's also extremely squishy. Phew. Okay, he was using it on the battle wagon. That's not the best thing, I guess. You could use it on the units instead, but it's okay. That's gonna be a big clash. 13 power points collected. Battle wagon is running it down into the pikeman. That's unfortunate. Lancers are running it down as well. Power points are gonna rise to the sky as the horses are falling apart. Almost 15 power points collected for dwarves and 12 power points collected for elves. Legolas is gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger. And with level 3, he will get the chance to train those Lorien archers to give them even more experience, to get them to higher levels. Remember in BFME 2, unlike in Rise of the Witch King, that's something I like more about BFME 2, is that you can level up to your units to level 10. So not level 5 capped, no. You can level up anything. Heroes, but also units, and even trebuchet from level 1 up to level 10. 13 power points collected. Level 3 mineshaft, level 3 mineshaft, and each one of these two is giving you 175 command points in total. So you get 50 from a level 1, 100 from a level 2, and 175 from the level 3. That's pretty nice. Does he actually have the vision here? The elven player? Yeah, he's dead. So what is the point of this? What is the point of this mineshaft? But he's not reacting to that. Now he's coming. How many units does he have in the mineshaft? Let me check. No units at all. But maybe he's trying to save the builder. Because the builder, if you cannot save him, he will be definitely taken down by the Lancers. Just get away with the builder. Don't demolish it. He's not paying attention, is he? No, he isn't. 14 power points collected. Now we have in total 15 power points collected. Here's Undermine! Undermine actually dealt a lot of damage, but not one-shotted them. They were barely able to survive. That's like a 15 power point summon, by the way. 15 power point. Deals high damage at spawn point and light damage in the perimeter. So 15 power points kind of wasted without killing anything really. Because everybody was able to survive and they will be now getting to full HP back at the well. At the Mirror of Galadriel. That's pretty unfortunate. Legolas knows he has no threat. You know, Legolas can do whatever he wants because there is no dwarven unit beside the battle wagons that can actually catch him. That means he can always hit, run, hit, run, hit, run. The only one who can catch him eventually is Gimli with Slayer. But there is no Gimli and there is no Slayer. The big attack is incoming. We have also almost 15 power points collected. Arrow Volley is actually reloading quite fast in BFME 2. But deals way less damage. There's no fire on the ground which can deal damage in over time. Oh, he lost the extrovers, but it's okay. Always switching to the ground stance. The Ents are going to war as the Treebeard, the leader of the Fangon Forest, is joining the battlefield. Hey Falcon, welcome. Oh, the Ents summon offensively. The battle wagon getting Hawk Strike. There is one Ent and 3 from the summon. They are level 5. So I believe they can even take down the fortress. 4 of them are shooting at the same time. Now we have also the the entire Fangon Forest is moving to war. Look at this, boys. The camouflage also near to the trees. Now you see me, now you don't. Oh, the fortress is falling apart. Does he have rebuild? Yeah, he has the power points for rebuild if he wants to, but it's not gonna be enough if you cannot take down the Ents fast enough. He has pikes with upgrades, but the fortress is falling apart. It means no more power points can be used. The pikes are getting slaughtered by the Lorien warriors and Legolas, the Mirkwood prince.
Come,
and that's it.
The Ents are going to war. It is likely to our doom. Last march of the Elves.
He looks so serious. Son Goku is gonna call it GG, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It was looking good at some point for Son Goku, but I believe Other than going for the upgrades, maybe we should have gone for Gimli, and even King Dane could be a nice choice for even stronger Dwarven army, but maybe he went for the upgrades a little bit too soon. Maybe even Man of Steel with Fire Arrow could be a nice choice, because the Ents are extremely vulnerable against fire, but it is how it is. It was a great game anyway. 3-1 victory for Cave Bats. That means Cave Bats will be moving on in the losers brackets, but unfortunately we need to say goodbye and sayonara to Son Goku, because that was his last time playing in this event as he got eliminated from Cave Bats. GG, well played.